So I did a meditation with Master Cho, and basically the during my meditation I saw like different things being magnified with Jupiter Leo with the South Node return in my 12th house, and it's like my need for recognition had me real bitter, and I was able to see like, okay, when we do meditation, when we take a chief or two, that's when I feel my most aligned, because it's giving me time and space away from the physical world to realign so I can be okay to be in the physical world again. And during the meditation, I saw my father showing me ways where he messed up when it came to his relationship styles and how he did women all around through what I was seeing him do, and him asking me to forgive myself just like I have forgiven him. But he also was asking for forgiveness again by pulling the pain away from me, because I've been subjecting my partnerships to the same pain I see him put women through that I've also lived through my own self. It's like being entrapped in that energy and having it like removed from myself psychically by seeing how I contributed to the elongation of that pain of abandonment, rejection, seeing how you can be recognized and then it all just gets dissolved away like it never even happened, and trying to fight the feeling of that recognition being dissolved by a specific person, place, or thing, and it almost consuming you. 12th house Leo, right? 12th house Leo sun and South Node, by the way. But my moon North Node Aquarius is like, okay, let's do the work to remove it. We're always perfecting something by practicing something. So what are we practicing? We need to be practicing meditation. For me, I need to be practicing meditation. So what I did was, in that meditation, it was like, this is why I do meditation. And it happened a couple days since I did it, but the one that I did, the guided was something I did want to do, but it was like I wanted to let myself go through the feelings of whatever I was experiencing just another more day before I did the meditation. But I saw like circumstance, situation where I messed up my relationship with someone by letting the illusion of recognition coming from another human being be the end all be all to me feeling better, and how I forgot in those moments that the only recognition, which is what meditation does for me, is helping me to focus on the recognition of the one supreme energy being that allows all this to even happen in the first place. And the more that I put my attention on that Leo 12th house, on the soul experience, then the more I will feel recognized in return for giving my full attention to my higher self instead of expecting it to come from another person. And when I am in that space, when I am in that element, I feel my greatest, I feel my most happy, my most joyous of self, which attracts all of the things into my life that I really, really do have a true passion for. People too, that I have a true passion for, that I support. It makes me want to give of myself, but only to person, places, things, ideas, ideals that align with that frequency. So I'm feeling myself more detached from certain things that at first was supportive of my ego, but I'm starting to see it's not supportive of my soul. And to forgive myself for those two, thinking I would get recognition in those spaces, because that's not where my soul wants to be. My soul doesn't recognize that space as a familiar space, but my ego recognizes it as a familiar space. Therefore, not getting the recognition that I created to get for myself didn't work out. It got me where I needed to go. It got me where I needed to be, but when it all boils down to it, it was like, okay, do you still want to hold on to this? Or do you want to go be free again? Because you created the way for you to be free. You did this for yourself, and now you're still holding on. And to be hearing the anxious thoughts of like taking a day off to go do something that I want to do, which is going to make me money still, more money than I would being there. But even though it's a little bit more, I won't even say it's a more anything, it's just more freedom. I don't have to be stuck in one space. I get the opportunity to go travel, talk to people like I would be talking at home, sitting at my desk all day. But it's like I don't have to have the pressure of performance on me anymore, from other people. That's the part about a job that I never liked, is having the professionalism aspect is about how you perform for other people and them grading you and them telling you whether you're good enough or you're not good enough, knowing that you are good enough. I struggle with that a lot in customer service jobs because I felt like I was always doing my best, and it was hard to take criticism. I take the criticism way better now. However, there are moments where I had to check now as a more of a wise woman than I was yesterday. Am I holding on? Am I holding their recognition of me so high to a point where I'm not even able to tap in with the Most High to recognize it and it recognize me back? Because I'm doing things that feel very unfamiliar. I'm feeling things that are very unfamiliar, and I was trying to figure out where it was coming from. It was coming from the fact that my soul wasn't being recognized, and that energy being pulled back, just like I do other people, places, and situations where I feel you don't recognize me, so I'm going to remove or release myself from the relationship, situation, circumstance. It's because that's how my soul do me. So seeing me forgive myself for being upset, for not getting the recognition I felt like I deserved, it's okay. I forgave myself for making mistakes in relationships that I'm trying my hardest to figure out how to do it right, but it's like I keep failing in some way, and then I have to start all over again. Forgiving myself for that, and forgiving myself for using someone else to help me repair that part of myself so I can be in the relationship I want to be in, and getting upset because my soul, again, doesn't recognize them as being the right match or frequency. But the lesson was there. It was needed. So I can be in recognition of my soul again. So forgiving myself for being attached to how that may look. Because Leo has an audience, right? And I'm very sensitive when it comes to the audience because my moon is in the sign of audience, Aquarius. And I have an audience every single day, and I've always known that on a subconscious level, which is why I felt like maybe I should act a certain way because I know it's always someone, like my children are always watching me. I should perform. And it's like now we're projecting again, sweetie. They have their own lives and own karmic journey to fulfill. And my job is to be in support of that karmic soul journey, which is like the reason whatever they came here to do. I'm supportive of that. My example also supports that, but it has to be authentic. So my authentic piece here is everything that I've just experienced, what I just went through just doing this meditation. Being able to share those realizations with my children will help them on their journey and other people on their journey as well. And the whole time I'm like, I don't want to focus on myself too much. It seems selfish. Who told you that was selfish? Who said giving yourself the recognition, giving yourself the spotlight without asking other people for it was wrong or rude to do? Who said that? Where did it come from? And now that we recognize it, it was a learned behavior. Now we can unlearn it by doing the reverse every time it comes up. I had to tell my what if to be quiet. You don't run this. My soul does. And my soul said, yes, take advantage. This is my life.